niko second year 2.2, I think naingia 3.1. Yeah. And then the competitions came up. So this time, the challenge I faced at that time, the current Mr. and Miss KU used to be my friends. Now this time, they are my trainers. Kuna ile friendship gap. Utaki ku disrespect your friend, and you also want to get the title. So hakuna favorism. You have to work and work. And then I remember that time I was deeply doing music. I was professionally doing music. So I used to miss training, nenda kufanya gigs za music. I come back, my trainers are angry. And I'm like, nasikia tu anasema, oh, if you're not disciplined, you'll never get the title and something like that. And I'm like, oh. No cussing. Okay. I'm like, no, that's to hell. And I prayed. I have never been depressed like I was during that time. Okay, that was my second time of depression. The first one is another story, but not to do with modeling. I lost a lot of weight. I used to look so skinny, confused. Like, I'm not even going to class vizuri because everything is just stressing me out because I was like, I really need to get this title. So I did my training and I invested. I'd saved up like lots of money, about 10,000 to help me finance everything. Though hiyo ilikuwa kidogo, but it was something. With the help of my designer. Oh, thank you to my designer. She's called Brenka. She designed all my outfits. Thanks to my parents, they gave me money. My sister, they supported me. And we were like, let's do this. And we went. I remember that night, my dad called me and told me, don't worry, God is in control. And I'm like, you're telling me God is in control? Na kuna mtu huku akona costume inafunika amphitheater yote, akitokea hivi hata zingine zina light up. But I was like, no, I'm gonna do this to my level best. Then tunasemanga kindness goes a long way. I want to give a testimony here today. Nikiwa amphitheater that night before the event began, I met this girl. She came and asked me, hey, I'm new in KU. Can you show me where Desmond is? Desmond was my trainer. Can you show me where he is? And I'm like, I have to go do my makeup. Should I really help you? And I'm like, let me just help you. So I took her around, showed her around the amphitheater, called my trainer, Nikam introduce, and I'm like, this is Desmond, the person you're looking for, sawa. Then she met me again in the washroom and asked me for lipstick, and I was like, this girl is too much, but acha tu nimpatie. I gave it to her. When I entered the stage, on my first category, the introduction, that girl was a judge on the bench. And I was like, what? And I remember when I won, she was the one who announced the results. And they said, okay, not out of what I did to her, but yeah, I did well. And I was crying that night because at our Wakinita, they called me the last person, and I was turning nikiambia my sister, go pack my things, I'm coming, we are leaving. There's no chance here. And yeah, I got Miss KU Main Campus. So that was my third title, my second title in KU, Miss KU Main Campus. And then after that, now I had to compete with Mombasa Campus, Kitui, Parklands, Ruiru, all of them to get the ultimate crown of Miss KU. And I did that. Was a smooth competition, not to brag, but it was, because it was really smooth. Hata sikuwa nashtuka, because Main Campus, unajua, everyone was good, but there, you know, you had a chance. Yeah. And my parents came and supported me the entire night. My dad literally came from Nakuru to Nairobi to watch me compete on that day. Yeah. Okay. And that's how I got Miss KU. I served for the entire year, and I handed over last year in October. Yeah.
We witnessed that.
Yeah.
And the music was done by Rodney.
Oh, Rodney.
Yeah, Rodney did the music.
He was the DJ.
Yes.
Imagine at that time. Oh my God. When huku nichezea traditional song yangu, ni wewe nimempata leo.
Yeah, so anyways, you became Miss KU for like a whole year.
Yeah.
So what were some of the things that you accomplished as Miss KU?
I managed to open a club. It's called Lily's Modeling Association, the first ever modeling club in KU, registered under the school. We registered about 250 models, 150 fully trained, who competed in various titles around the school, kama School of Humanities, Law, Medicine, Mr. and Miss Status, Miss Kusa, yeah. Oh, actually, we also managed to do lots of events. We did them in a span of just a semester, and then the next ones, the big ones, we did them in the next semester. And then we also managed to do mentorship as a club. as a club, when aside from me going out myself, we went out as a club to train other people, train schools. We also participated in charity, like feeding of the street children as a club. Yeah. What else did we do? Did lots of stuff. We did games. We used to show up to support other clubs in school for their events. Yeah, I think
Okay.
that was a good achievement.
And did the crown come with any kind of weight? Or responsibility?
A lot. For
Uh-huh.
example, you have to show up for all Kenyatta University corporate events. If the VC is hosting something, you have to be there. Sasa, what was central admin, they call you at 9 p.m. and they tell you 8 a.m. ukwe central admin. Remember, you don't have a dress. Kwanza, the first thing, as a miss, you're supposed to show up in a gown, ever. An elegant gown, makeup well done. Sasa umepigiwa 9 p.m. hauna gown and you're needed at 8 a.m. You have to work your things out and show up. You also have to show up to all KUSA events, all of them. And then the one thing that was a burden to me is ukitembea KU unasikia tu mtu ule ndio miss KU. And then there are those days you just want to put on a sweatpant and a baggy shirt and walk out and don't care. And then you remember,
everyone is watching.
nitakuwa meme. You're like, just up your game kidogo. And I used to be that girl who never liked dressing up kidogo sana. But these days, it's like my thing. I have to dress up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Na crown ya Miss Universities.
My Miss University's crown, I got it on November. Yeah, around 7th November, 8th. Yeah. So when you're the Miss of your campus, you're ultimately supposed to compete for Miss Time Miss University's Kupa. It is under the drama festival thingy. So you represent your school, and that's how I found myself there. I remember the competition was in Nyeri, and this was my first time competing outside Kenyatta University. I'd never done any other competition outside KU. And of course, there's that pressure because you're meeting people, all the good models from all the universities, and you don't know what you're going into. And kuna wale watu wenye... let me say this. When I was Miss KU, Miss Status actually, there's someone who told me, JJ, what is your next step after Miss Status? And then I was like, to be Miss KU. Akaniambia, no, you can't do it. A chairperson X, Y, and Z. You focus on something else. And I was like, seriously? Men are evil. And after that, I said, I'm going to prove to everyone that I can be better than what people think I am. And that's why I became Miss KU. So when I was going for the Miss Universities, nilikuwa naenda huko with an aim of, ule mtu aliniambia I can't make it, come watch me now. And I did. And my competition was also very smooth. I also didn't know...
Swift.
Okay, yeah. And by God's grace, I got the title first runners-up. Yeah. Acha tusiseme stories of corruption kwa competition. Story for another day.
Okay, story for another day.
Yeah.
But, you've mentioned something about charity. So was it something that you've always wanted to do, ama you did it because you have a very high position and you need to do something for society? What was it? What was behind the charity? So
I began charity work even before I got my titles. I used to, before even coming to KU, I used to do children's home visits, street feeding and stuff like that, but in the church. So when I joined KU, I used to accompany these groups that did charity work and maybe environmental issues, kama collect garbage, feed people. Yeah. So it didn't only come with a crown. I just made it bigger with a crown, but I began way back. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's quite impressive.
Yeah.
And what about the things you do like outside your outside school, outside modeling in school? What else do you do?
Outside modeling. Outside modeling, I design people. I am an event manager. I manage events, in short. Kama unataka your event it runs smoothly, I'd be there to do it. Yeah, call me. I'll do it. I do printings of t-shirts, posters, stuff like that. I also dance for various groups once in a while, and then I sing professionally. So those are the things I do outside. modeling, and I also go to church.
Well,
Yeah.
that's very important. Okay, we still need to talk about so many things about you.
Uh-huh.
But kidogo pale tukunywe maji, si ndio?
Yeah.